League of Legends has always been a game of legends. But what about the legends we've forgotten? Game modes erased, events that changed the world, then vanished. Moments so bold Riot deleted them from the timeline. Today, we dig through the ashes. The sci-fi chaos of Odyssey, the eerie silence of twisted Treeline, the sudden death of Gangplank, and the lore that never fully healed. These are the echoes of League's past events that shaped the game, then disappeared without a trace. Some were loved, some were broken, but all of them deserve to be remembered. Riot's ambitious PvE event, Odyssey Extraction, brought League into sci-fi with a spaceship team battling Kane. What players loved was fresh co-op missions, augment builds, surprise and delight map design. The critiques were that few hardcore players were left after the splash mode. Rarity was bittersweet. Odyssey was peak League. Best event, best missions / rewards, playing with friends was the best experience. Treeline launched in 2009. The 3v3 game mode featured a smaller map with 2 lanes, jungling, and altars. It's mainly missed because of the fast-paced skirmishes and the fun troll comps that people could run. It vanished mainly due to the low queue times, declining engagement, and the balance headaches it brought the team. The player sentiment seems to be that it was crazy to think newer players have no idea about Twisted Treeline. It was a ton of fun to troll around with. In July 2015, during the Bilgewater Burning Tides event, Riot made a bold narrative move. Gangplank was killed by misfortune in a cinematic storyline. They disabled him as a playable champion in all game modes for several days, which was a first in League history. The in-game description even changed to Gangplank is dead and no longer available in the League. Players were stunned, there was no warning, and for many it felt real. Social media and forums exploded with theories, mourning, and confusion. After a few days he returned, scarred, redesigned, and narratively reborn, with new voice lines and visuals reflecting the aftermath. Some events are meant to tell a story. Ascension made you live it. Ascension was a rotating game mode set in the Crystal Scar, tied to the Shuriman lore arc. You played a 5v5 brawl in the desert sands with no recalls, instant respawns, and only one goal: ascend. Killing the central boss Seraph in ascended form turned your champion into a godlike version of themselves, massively stronger and now the center of everyone's attention. The twist: everyone wanted to kill you next, because holding the Ascension buff gave the most points. Players loved the power fantasy of becoming an ascended god, fast-paced deathmatch-like combat, and it felt lore-driven. It meant something in Runeterra's story. The visuals and VO from Seraph added thematic depth and urgency. One of the few modes that rewarded aggression, not slow macro play. It's gone because Riot discontinued it after a while due to low queue numbers and technical upkeep. But for those who played it, Ascension felt like Shuriman came alive for just a moment. For a few fleeting weeks, players weren't just champions, they were gods. Before ARAM, before Nexus Blitz, there was Dominion. And for a moment, it could have been the future of League. Dominion was the official alternate game mode added to League, launched in 2011. Played on the Crystal Scar map, it was a 5v5 capture and hold objective mode. No towers, no lanes, team earned points by holding nodes and killing enemies. Every champion started at level 3 with bonus gold, making fights break out immediately. Players liked the fast chaotic gameplay, games were 15 to 20 minutes tops. It was perfect for brawlers, assassins, and anyone who wanted to fight more and farm less. It rewarded creativity and speed over meta picks. For casual players, or those burnt out on Summoner's Rift, Dominion was a refreshing break. It died because it struggled with balance and champion viability. Not all kits worked on that map. Riot stopped supporting it after a few years, citing low engagement and matchmaking issues. On February the 22nd, 2016, Riot permanently retired Dominion. calling it a failed experiment. But fans still remember it with love. There are whole Reddit threads and Discord servers dedicated to bringing it back. It was wild, it was broken, but Dominion showed us what League could have been. These modes each brought something unique, from a co-op sci-fi to a high-speed skirmish. They were flashy, fun, but doomed by lack of sustained player base and maintenance costs. Which forgotten event do you wish would return, and why? Share your stories in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.